This transmission is unrehearsed and unedited, and is hereby begun without further comment as to its lack of moral value.
Hello and welcome to... That's not how I start it. It's the CorranCast Variety Hour featuring Corran and Batmouse. I'm Corran, and with me I've got Batmouse.
Hey, howdy, hey.
All right, this is about the 8th time we tried to do this, so hopefully it's a keeper. But it looks like everything's fine. So we're here at the somewhere. I always love my favorite sign on from any like radio show growing up was Coast to Coast AM. They would say live from somewhere deep beneath the earth, and because Art Bell would record from his basement, I believe. And did you ever listen to Space Coast to Coast?
A little bit, not enough that it's fresh in my mind right now, but yeah.
Yeah. That was for those who aren't familiar with it. Space Coast to Coast was sort of like a less political Alex Jones, like a more fun, silly Alex Jones that would air from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Although I guess on the West Coast it would have been a more reasonable time. Like it started at like 10 p.m. So like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. They talked about conspiracy theories and alien abductions and ghosts and things, and it's
all the things I love.
Yeah. It was back when all that stuff was fun. I feel like conspiracy theories aren't fun anymore.
Now it's now it's a little too close to the truth a lot of the time, and
Yeah.
I like to keep a little levity in my crazy thoughts.
Right.
And now I'm like, oh, now you're like almost dead on target, and like, oh, now I feel bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, or people, weaponize those conspiracy theories in order to justify, racism and anti-Semitism and all that stuff, and or election denial or science denial or things, unfun things. Speaking of unfun things, I've been not going to Steak and Shake for the last 6 or 8 months because of their, like, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but like they've tried to go like full blown right wing, like they're worse than Chick-fil-A at this point.
Oh wow!
But tonight I was like, you know what?
You needed to fuel up. You needed to fuel up for the show.
Yeah. And I just was, and you know what happened? And I knew this was going to happen because Steak and Shake is not consistent. Like especially the ones near me. And I know this because I worked there in college, and yeah, I knew that what was going to happen was I was going to go and they were going to mess up my order and I was going to get mad, and then I was not going to go back for another 6 months. It was going to make the boycott a lot easier. And the boycott's a lot easier. First of all, the steak tallow fries, my wife tried some. She said they tasted like they were made this morning.
Oh.
And granted, Steak and Shake fries never travel particularly well, but I tried them right out of the drive-thru. They were definitely not fresh. And this was at 6:30 at night, So, yeah. And then they messed up my burger, which, I always have special instructions on my burgers, hold the mustard. Steak and Shake doesn't even put mustard on their burgers, but my wife got just ketchup on her burger. So they made both burgers only ketchup. So I was eating this burger, and not only was it only ketchup, it had way too much ketchup. Anyway, just wanted to say,
Steak and Shake is bad.
Steak and Shake is bad. Yeah. I mean, it sucks because there have been times throughout history where, like it's cheaper than other places that make your make your food to order. Like they don't prep the food in advance for the most part, except for the fries, which even when I worked there, we like made one batch of fries at the beginning of the night and then they were there all night. Like there was no quality control there, but but yeah, not a great experience. Because like they're open later than other places. They are cheaper than other places that like it's cheaper than like a Five Guys or a Shake Shack. So there's a lot of potential there, but they unfortunately you kind of get what you pay for with that. But so there was your fast food. You have any fast
Update.
food hot takes?
Um, I went to Jack in the Box today, and I ordered through the app because you have to order through the app to get whatever deal that you're trying to get. Today was, minimum purchase and then get a burger for $1. I'm like, okay. So I ordered the taco 6-pack. I got a Jack in the Box or a jumbo Jack with cheese, and I got a Coke. Very simple, like should be in and out. Set myself up to like go through the drive-through, and because I don't have to order through in the drive-through, I can just hey, I'm gonna come through the drive-through, give you my name, pick it up. I sat in that drive-through for probably 12 minutes, 13 minutes. There were a couple cars ahead of me, but why can you not just, and lunch rush, why can you not push people through your drive-through? I was the third car in the drive-through.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Jack in the Box, not exactly known as the greatest place, but it's unfortunate. All right. So Star Wars cards. So
Yeah, sure, replay those.
to be fair, people do watch my things for my fast food takes. I think that's definitely a thing, but Star Wars cards. Um, so first of all, we're the end of 2025. And I do want to talk about set 26, but just in general, what did you think of 2025 as a Star Wars card year?
I mean, I was a big fan of like getting to be able to get back to traveling to play Star Wars cards. So I enjoyed it. I loved it. I loved Columbus was great. Seattle was great. There were the two things that I went to. Vegas in January was great. Um, so all in all, I had a great year. My team had a great year. Pat Johnson, won the OCS top 16. Congratulations there, buddy. And we all just had a good year. Um, I we have this new set of cards that came out, and I'm excited to like fail terribly for the first couple of weeks and then become mediocre again, and then and then like hover in that, like sometimes I'm good, a lot of the times I'm not, and then sometimes I'm good again. Sometimes it works that way.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, this was definitely, so there were some things about this year that were really good, and some things that were a little bit of a struggle. So we have so first of all, I really feel like this year the sort of the momentum, and a lot of the momentum and the sort of like the popularity and the growth in the game that we got during the pandemic, it kind of has seemed like it's started to
Wayne.
taper off a little bit. Yeah. And just like, there hasn't been another like influx of new players. It really does seem like there's a lot of energy behind the retro scene. But that's not really my thing. And,
Same.
and it also has been, a little bit hard to get people in person. We there's two Indianapolis players, Brian West and Ben Butter something, Ben something, B Butter something on the
B Butters.
on the Gemp, that sort of have had life things cause them to not participate as much, and that kind of when you lose 2 players out of 6 or 8 regular locals, then it really
Yeah, it can really nosedive your scene
yeah.
pretty quickly.
So we had, now on the other hand, and so what that meant was we still had 8 players for the Corellia League, although we only had States was the only in-person Corellia event that we had, Corellia League event, because we had regionals and we had nationals in Columbus, which is the whole thing. And then now Hutta, we kind of scrambled to get, I think we were actually 1 event short. Because the thing is, the Columbus players and the Indianapolis players, the Columbus is Corellia and Indianapolis is now Hutta.
Coruscant? Oh.
Is now Hutta, but like the drive between Indianapolis and Columbus is really easy, so we go to each other's events pretty consistently. It's just a lot of small events in Indianapolis, like 4 or 6 players, and so it was we're still there, and I'm still grateful that like I was still able to play a bunch of Star Wars cards in person with people. Don't get me wrong, but you could definitely see like we need something when somebody needs a shot in the arm. But we did get a lot of people to come to Columbus for nationals. We had a major in Columbus, which got all of the locals and almost all of the semi-locals. Steve Squirlock didn't come out, unfortunately, but other than that, the vast majority of the people from the region showed up, and then people from outside who travel and everything. So it was a really successful event. I found a light side deck that I really resonated with for the first time since I stopped playing There Is Good in Him with Rescue the Princess, and had a little bit of success. Lots of 2nd place and 3rd place. I finished in the money in the Nationals consolation, which was, it's the first time I've ever finished in the money at an event at a major, except for, well, I don't know. Was there, I don't think there was money when Carl and I won the team tournament.
A team tournament is normally just like the mugs.
It was just a mug. Yeah.
There's not money. There's money for console, and there's money for like warm up. There was money for warm up. And then yeah.
But anyway,
it's nice to be a professional card player, though. Getting paid to play cards it's kind of nice sometimes.
Yeah. Definitely. That was pretty cool. And I did get them. I actually got a mug from that too. It just says like championship series. It would be nice if it said 3rd place national consolation or something, but yeah, it was cool it's always cool to do well. And I felt like at that event, although I didn't play particularly well in the main event, I played okay in the main event. I had a really rough strength of schedule. I kind of hit the meta right, with because RTP was really good against First Order, and Court had a lot of like 55% Court matchups with all the mains matchups. So that was good. Had a lot of good casual Magic play. Didn't get quite as much time in playing with Travis and Carl locally, but had a decent amount. People get busy, and it's just really, I'm still really grateful that I have people, in my town that I can play, that on a random weeknight I can play Star Wars cards in person. That's really cool.
That's really great, actually.
Yeah. And then Set 26 came out, and Set 26 is kind of rules. Like, what are your thoughts on Set 26?
So I was a very willing victim during playtesting. People got to beat up on me during playtesting with the new cards. I like it. Somebody, my team is great at like handing me like decks and being like, hey, here's this, try it. See if you can make it worse by putting cards that you like in it. And then we know and then we know what not to do, and then the deck gets better. Um, so like they handed me a hidden path, and I really like that because it kind of feels like battle droids, but like with immunity. Um, the because of the recursion. I just played my very first game as using the new deal. To Digawad is what the kids call it. I still refer to it as a deal, and and that was pretty good because I just was like I dare you to fight me, and nobody wanted to fight me, and I really enjoyed that part of Star Wars cards when you can make someone go, I don't want to fight you there. Like, I mean, not so much that it's a doom stack, and it's just like, oh, me personally as a player is I like to do what I want to do, and then I will punish you if you want to bother me. If you leave me alone, you're still probably going to lose because obviously you left me alone. But I get the opportunity to like, oh yeah, I have the cards to actually fight you. I just don't want to. I get to use those cards to hurt people who want to hurt Batmouse. And why would you want to hurt Batmouse? I'm so nice.
Right. Cool. I'm really, I think the hidden path, I mean, people were talking on Slack today that the hidden path objective might be too powerful, which I don't know anything about power level of cards, but it seems like a really neat idea, and that's like an era and a setting that I really like. Just that sort of the dark times, the Jedi that are hiding and then they come out of hiding. So let's go ahead and transition into our first segment. But first, a word from our sponsor. We are here at the CorranCast Variety Hour, sponsored by Elon's Electronics. If you miss these deals, you'll want to go home and rethink your life. And brought to you by Dex's Diner. To get Jawa juice this good, you'd have to go beyond the outer rim. All right, so what's our first segment? First segment is, this is a segment that I am titling, Design a Card Based on a Random Quote. People submit quotes that don't have cards and we pitch design ideas. It's a
working title.
Yeah. So thanks to Blake Silkwood who provided these quotes, but and they are these are some quotes.
Juicy.
Yeah. All right. So I did tell him that we did not need to worry about pesky things like text limitations. So some of these are rather long quotes, but not within reason, and I like them. I like these quotes. All right.
Great quotes, beautiful quotes.
So this first one is from probably the least divisive Star Wars movie ever to come out, The Last Jedi. This is, "We are what they grow beyond. That is the true burden of all masters." And this is Yoda says that to Luke. So what kind of card would this be? What would we pitch for that?
Since we obviously tech limits don't matter. Let's say the real rules of you can't actually do that matter, right? So let's make this an event or an effect. We'll just I kind of just want it to be an effect, but you lock it into legend or something, right?
Okay.
Because legend always seems to want more help. Let's make this. I feel the conflict, and I love the insignificant rebellion. Let's make this a card to make whoever loses a fight stack a card, because you're learning, okay. You're growing, and your power goes up because of that.
Okay, so So target. So like target a. So actually you're no. This is good. This is like an alternate. Like not a Jedi test, but like an alternate way of training Jedi. So like maybe it is maybe it's target a master and an apprentice while both on table. Each time you win a battle, opponent stacks a card here or loses a force and stacks a card here. However, that that wording
Works,
is.
yeah.
And then the apprentice is, you think, just power +1 or power and forfeit +1, maybe power and immunity to attrition +1.
Power and immunity to attrition +1, but cap the immunity at 7.
Right. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So and you're thinking an effect. So you're thinking so should it be deploy on table and immune to alter? I honestly
Deploy
think
on table. I think it's still deploy on table, immune to alter, but it's not like, you know how the other effects have like, oh, it costs to deploy this card because you're
right. Because you're
you know what I
cheating.
mean? Because you're cheating. You know, because you're leaning towards being able to turn somebody to the light side or dark side. And this is just, you're just getting more powerful because you're just
Yeah.
growing.
I think if it's going to be an effect, I think it makes sense. And first of all, just because the text limit thing is bugging me, I think you could call it "We Are What They Grow Beyond" or "What They Grow Beyond." You could shorten the title and it would totally work and get the thing. But yeah,
Mhm.
I really like the idea, because I've thought like, once we see the prequels, we see that a lot of the way that Jedi were trained was by running around and starting fights. It was hands-on experience, as opposed
Right.
to hiding in a swamp and running laps and standing on your head and stuff like that. It was more hands-on. So I've always wanted like a more hands-on Jedi training. Honestly, you could probably, I'm wondering if you could make it so that they're, well, no. um I'm wondering if you, and I mean, text limits, whatever, maybe make it an epic event, I don't know, but or maybe make it a big effect. That we need
Mhm.
a new card type called big effect, where you
You're
just get
right.
more, it's an effect but it gets more text space. um but maybe you make it, maybe you do something so that they actually can train to be a Jedi. Like if if six cards stacked, character's ability equals 6 or something like that. Like something that's like really hard, but then
Yeah. I you know what? So make it power +1, ability +1. Um, and then, but maybe, so what they grow into, right? So maybe it's your characters of ability less than 4. Whenever a character printed ability less than 4, because text limit.
Mhm.
Character printed ability less than 4 or less than 5. Whenever they win a battle, they get power +1 and
Okay,
ability +1.
that's
Or they can
that's
eventually
interesting.
then they can eventually grow to be a Jedi Master because it's capped at 7.
Right. And you know what? That actually plays into the themes of The Last Jedi, which is about how anybody can become a Jedi.
Anybody can become a Jedi.
Yeah, I think it has to. I think for balance reasons, it would at least have to be ability less than 4. Because I was thinking maybe, or you target any character, that character's ability equals the number of cards stacked on this card.
To a max of 7. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, to a max of 7. So that means you can pick Rey, or you can pick Luke or whatever if you want to. But it's sort of like the it's sort of like the hidden path where they're like way weaker. So okay. So those are some ideas. Chris Kelly, you're welcome to take them. All right.
Where's Chris Kelly at? We should have,
If we
we
were,
should we
yeah. Oh, puppet Chris Kelly. Yeah. I
Puppet Chris Kelly.
realized I actually lost that sock. So I'm gonna have to remake puppet Chris Kelly at some point.
So whenever we do this segment, Puppet Chris Kelly can come in and yell at us for no dream cards.
Tell us why it doesn't work. Oh, no dream cards. Okay. And that actually he didn't leave a comment on all of them, but Blake did say that was one of his favorite quotes in all of Star Wars. The fact that it hasn't been made into a card makes it a perfect inclusion. Next card is I'm the Spy, General Hux. So here's my pitch for this one. It is it's an effect. You deploy it on your opponent's character and draw destiny. If destiny -2 or something like that, like make it hard to make it so that you had to track here and so that you can't just get anybody. But like if destiny -2 is greater than character's ability, that character turns to the switches sides and gains the spy, and switches control or something like that.
So obviously, because it's destiny -2, you can't like turn Qui-Gon Jinn to the dark side.
Right. It's not going to be a Jedi. It's not going to be. It's not even going to be an ability 5 character, which you know because they're obviously not. But
you could make Rey. You could make Rey the spy, though. You could you could draw 7 to make Rey become join the First Order.
Well, no. This is a light side card. This is a light side card. I think. Because it's Hux. Hux is the one that says I'm the spy.
But he's not doing it because he's a light side character. He's doing it because he hates Kylo Ren. He's just so petty that like I would rather destroy my entire future and my life, so that he doesn't win. That is such a dark side thing.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, yes, you're right. I see what you're saying there. But I do think that it would have to be that it would have to be a because you need to be able to target General Hux with it. So you are targeting a dark side character who then switches to the light, who then you take control of. I have always wanted I forget what the magic card is called, but there's a couple of different magic cards that will, I think it might be called Mutiny, that you can
take control of your opponent's character.
Yeah. Either do it temporarily or permanently. And I don't know. That's my pitch. That's my pitch for that one.
Balance it by making him lost if a battle initiated here.
Okay. Yeah. Make it easy for them to die. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, because you're like, shoot him.
Yeah. I don't think you got to be able to at least battle with them because they're turning to the or unless it's like to block make this like a high destiny use interrupt, and then it's basically to block a force drain. Like you play I'm the spy, and it brings them to your side of the force, but then like you said, lost if a battle initiated here. So you don't get overflowed.
Right.
So they go to force drain you get Hux to turn to the light side. I like that.
And then lost if it because it immediately lost. So it's
so the battle.
So you don't get battle cancels. You don't get you can't get beat down, and then they don't have to really invest a lot to like get rid of the I'm the spy.
Yeah, that's fun. And you can like kind of use it to like, I mean, because there is a cost to finding out that somebody high up in your organization was actually a spy for the other team. So yeah, fun stuff. All right. Next one. They fly now. Now, I think this is obviously an objective. One side is they fly now, and then the flip side is they fly now.
Yeah.
So what does the objective do?
They fly now. I don't know. There's like two ways you want to go with this, right? The way I would want to do it is I would want to make all my ground vehicle now be space vehicles.
Okay.
Because they fly now.
So I was thinking, here's my pitch. So make this a trooper platform.
Mm-hmm.
And all your troopers
our combat vehicle combat vehicle for clouds. you could put troopers at cloud sectors now.
Well, I was just gonna say all your give them the jetpack text. All your troopers
they just zip everywhere.
All your troopers may fly. Your troopers may fly. Land speed equals 3.
Equal 3.
And move as a react for 2 force each or something like that. Like give it that. So that's I don't know if is that the front side or the back side?
Maybe I don't know.
Because that seems very powerful.
Yeah, because then everywhere every trooper can react. Every trooper does everything. Every trooper can go everywhere on whatever.
Probably you could probably do it for 1 force each, but it may not be reduced or something like that. I don't know if you ever reduce the.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you're not reducing when you modify it down as when it would become unmodifiable 0. Okay. Move for free. So it's not like you're.
Okay, so for remainder of game, so the front side is for remainder of game, your cards may not move for free, and then start these sites, download these sites. It's it's one of those.
Make them have the armor thing too. What's the armor card? Like, your troopers have armor. Yeah.
Maybe plastoid armor is like the effect that has like 3 more lines of text that
right
that you need. So deploy plastoid armor V and whatever and that planet that has the festival on it, and have a card that's like if Chewie is have one of the sites say like if Chewie is lost, send him used. If this ship is lost, actually redeploy it because it was the other ship.
Yeah, it was totally the other ship. Hey, no, you have to relocate it. You have to relocate it as well. You relocate to a related location. Everything's fine. We're all fine. How are you?
But yeah, I think if they were gonna make, if they just in general, if they were gonna make a first order on the celebration of the whatever like that planet objective, then they fly now is the with some kind of trooper sub theme, I think is probably good. Let's do one more because we got another segment after this, or well maybe we can do 2 more. Let me see. I'm gonna skip that one. Okay, so here's one. I have no idea for it, but it should be a card, or maybe even like 2 cards, or maybe like a combo card. We don't have combo cards.
We don't have a lot of combo cards,
but we don't do. We've never done a combo card of something that doesn't have the individual cards yet. And this one is Cheer It in Rogue One when he says, "I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me." So what what would that do? It's definitely an interrupt, but I feel like it's a combo interrupt of I'm one with the Force and the Force is with me, and the image is Chirrut and Baze with the slash down the middle. But I don't know what it does.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. Let's combo interrupt used. I'm one with the Force. Place a character in your use pile to activate a Force. Character from hand. Oh, maybe it's not a character from hand. Maybe it is a character from a site. Placing a character from a site, I'm one with the Force, and then it causes activate one. So place a character, unless alone.
Right.
No, maybe even alone. Maybe even alone.
Because when Obi-Wan,
I'm one with the Force. Yeah.
Yeah, when Obi-Wan becomes one with the Force, I think definitely, use this as be able to use it as a battle canceller kind of thing. Yeah.
I wouldn't say a battle canceller. I would say, during opponent's deploy phase.
Okay.
Or during opponent control phase, you can like zip away. Okay. Place character in use pile to activate one Force or activate two Force. And then the Force is with me. Maybe that's maybe the Force is with me is a lost portion where you get to go find a certain character in your use pile and deploy him.
You know what? Here's I think you're on the right track, but here's what I'm thinking. It more go even simpler. Place a character in your used pile. Period. I mean from table or whatever, but just period. No upside to it. Just place a character from table in your used pile. Lost.
Okay.
Add one battle destiny.
Sure. The Force is with me. Or draw if unable to otherwise because the Force is with me.
Oh, that's interesting because Baze, because I'm one with the Force is Chirrut and Baze is the Force is with me. So
and he's the one that like draw one battle unable to otherwise.
That's interesting.
I like that.
That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that better than add one battle destiny because then you could make it a high destiny card. If it just says add one battle destiny, then you can't make it. You'd have to make it like a 3 at best. Yeah, let's just go to the next segment. I'll save the rest of these for later because there's some good quotes.
Episode 2.
Yeah. This is working pretty well. So I will say this next segment. Hold on. Let's do another commercial.
You have to do the ad. You have to do the ad read. Yeah.
Got to do the ad read. Otherwise, we can't afford this nice studio. Or we are also brought to you in part by Organa's Organs, makers of royal music that'll blow you away. And Tarkin Town Escapes. Get away and never miss your moment of triumph. Thanks for sponsoring the episode. Yeah. So, okay. So let's get this pulled up. So I will say that, this next segment is I do want to shout out Matt Manning. He has done a bunch of this kind of thing before. So watch his videos on YouTube, Board Matt on YouTube. But we are going to do a tier list of this is basically it's the Jedi from the context of the of the card game, but like each Jedi persona, we're gonna go ahead and do a tier list. And like I said, we've been going for 43 minutes already, so let's power through this. There's this many of them, which Batmouse can't see them because
I cannot see them. I can see what my Slack shows me. But that seems like a lot of Jedi. That seems like, why do we have so many Jedi?
we have a
I
lot
thought
of
they were
Jedi.
I thought they were almost hunted down and wiped out.
So yeah. I was gonna originally do every single Jedi character, and including AIs, which obviously inflates the number even more. There are 66 different Jedi cards that you could, there are 66 pictures of Jedi. Well, no, actually that's not true. It's not. There are 66 different cards that you could print off or use that are of Jedi. So we're gonna go.
I saw somebody was talking about that. Really, there's only one of them. That's what somebody was saying in the Slack the other day. And it's really, it's like they're all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Which is that's funny because that one that you're talking about is the final, and I just pointed to it on the screen because all the pictures are up. But that is actually the final. That is actually the final one alphabetically, because I think these are alphabetical. So let's get started. That is not what I wanted to do. Control Z. So this is the problem with streaming. Sometimes you think that you are pointing. So actually they didn't see the card I was pointing at because I was pointing to the stream. I was not pointing to not stream. It's not a stream, the recording. I was pointing to like the recorded stuff, not the actual screen. Anyway. So this is Ayla Sakura. So she sees play. I don't have her. I probably should have like read some text for some things, but
I'll give you the text. I'll give you the text.
Okay.
I'll give it power +1 for each opponent's character here. When with 2 of your aliens or clones, add 1 battle destiny. May not be targeted by weapons unless each of your other aliens and clones present are hit. Immune to you or beaten, and attrition less than 5.
Okay. So she's like solid. I feel like she's like almost like the definition of like a B or a C. Because she's very playable when she's playable. She does stuff, but she's not like, you're not going to build your deck around her. What do you think? B or C?
Probably closer to C, because you're gonna need to put her in a clone deck. So she's going in WAP. She's going in hunt, in the hunt down the droid general, or she's going in QMC. I mean, I guess you're also going to play her in agents.
Anytime
agents,
you want
but
that species, because she's a Twilight.
Yeah. But otherwise, C, closer.
Okay.
For those that don't know, or because I can't see, so I don't know if it's on the board, but it's S, A, B, C, D.
Yes.
So there's five levels of how bad she could be. So I guess B, because that is like right in the middle. She's middling.
You think a B? You think a B? Okay, and we can adjust it later. But I kind of lean towards B too, a low B, but C seems a little low because there's definitely some cards that see less play, and then some cards that see a lot less play. Next up, we've got Ahsoka Tano. Go ahead and if you want to read the text.
So Ahsoka Tano subtracts 1 from opponent's battle destiny draws here during any deploy phase. If Padawan or Sith character at an adjacent site, Ahsoka may move to that site using land speed as a regular move, immune to permanent weapons, and attrition less than 5.
All right. So is she A or is she S?
She is S class. And the picture, the regular picture is great. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say that she is S class. Being able to like you be basically an undercover spy, and get a regular move to a Padawan is pretty huge.
I think that so I said you're not going to build a deck around Ahsoka probably, but that's because she's already in all of the decks. Like
Yes.
basically, if she's allowed to be played in the deck,
I would put her in there.
Playing her.
Yep.
And you might even play her if she's not allowed to be played in the deck.
Well, that would be the next Ahsoka. If you're not allowed to play her, you're not allowed to play the next one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. So this is okay. So we're not going to read every single text of every single version of the card that have multiple versions. But we can and I just grabbed one of each, but we're only ranking one Ahsoka. So this also does factor in Ahsoka with lightsabers and Ahsoka Tano, friend of the family. Although maybe not so much Ahsoka with lightsabers because this is the Jedi.
She's not a Jedi.
Yeah. So only Ahsoka Tano and friend of the family count. And I mean I think friend of the family is an interesting key card. I think she's already S tier even just with Ahsoka Tano. So yeah, because we don't have enough time to rank every single version of everybody, and some of these have a lot of versions. So next up, we've got Anakin Skywalker Jedi Knight. So so yeah, this one is going to be we're just thinking about Anakin Skywalker Jedi Knight, and honestly, like the fact that there's an Anakin Skywalker not Jedi Knight might actually lower his tier. So yeah, you can read the text his text, I guess.
Anything he pilots is power +3, little icon. While armed with the lightsaber, adds 2 to his defense value. During battle, may lose 2 force to add 1 battle lesson. Immune to attrition less than 6. I think if he didn't cost 8 force, he would be S class for me.
So I think he is. I think as it is. Well, so here's the thing. Like if this was the only Anakin we had, I think he would be an A tier. I think that because Anakin Skywalker Padawan Learner is so good, that knocks him down to B.
I think well, as a Jedi, he's the only there's only one Jedi Anakin.
Right. Yes. There is only one Jedi Anakin. But I'm thinking like if we're talking about like tiers.
No, if we're talking about just Anakin, if we're just talking about Anakins.
Yeah.
I mean, him being able to lose 2 force to add a battle lesson, be immune to attrition less. He's a tank. He's okay. S class if he doesn't cost 8 force.
Yeah, but he does cost 8 force.
So he's an 8. So he's tier A.
So you think he's an A? Oh man,
I think he's A.
I really think he's okay. We can. Honestly, I think, and I mean, maybe this is gonna see where our curve goes. Which we may adjust it, but I'm almost thinking he's B and Aayla Secura is actually C because he's definitely better than Aayla Secura. But we can stick him at A for now.
Yeah.
I want to think about it in terms of like I think that the fact that he has a playable non-Jedi version that you can't because you're playing him, you don't get to play Anakin Padawan Learner.
Mm-hmm.
That actually lowers him a tier, but we'll stick him there for now. Next up, we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I mean, this is the picture that I have is of Ben Kenobi, but we are considering every version of him. I mean, I think he has to be S tier. It's not even worth reading them because there's like 700 different versions.
There's 7. General Kenobi might be my favorite Kenobi.
I think he's the best EPP. He's almost the best EPP. Yeah, power
5 deploy, 8 forfeit,
and has a lightsaber. And he's a Jedi. Like just that he's almost the best EPP. His premiere version and the virtual of his premiere.
I think
version
I lost Kindle.
Ben Kenobi is a great is great.
I am not sure what is happening, folks, but I think I lost Kendall here.
Like there's some weird versions of him that
See if he comes back.
There's most of the episode 1 versions don't see a lot of play, but I don't think that, but you don't have to play him anyway. I think the fact that he's got so many, he's got to be an S. Like I think probably the main Jedi that have like 700 versions of him have to be S tier. All right. So next up, we've got man after my own heart, Corran Horn Jedi. This was a card that I designed. And doesn't see a lot of play. What does he do? He downloads a gun as a react, right? I forget what he ended up doing because we wanted him to do so many things. Oh no, did I lose Batmouse?
I think I got like another like 10 minutes in me or so, and then I gotta really do food after that.
Okay. So we'll
that way I just don't get murdered.
All right. So we have 10 minutes to finish this. Okay. So Corran Horn Jedi's a B. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, that works for me.
All right. Deepa Balaba. Oh, and I clicked on the thing again. Hold on.
Deepa Balaba D?
Yeah, she's
worst.
Yeah,
she's terrible. She's terrible.
I put her in a deck one time.
On purpose?
Our Chris.
I like her. B?
Yeah,
closing in on A?
Yeah, I think she's a B. I think if she sees like a real good home, then she could be A.
Yeah.
Kanan Jarrus Jedi.
S.
You think
so far in the S class? So far in the S class.
See, I was gonna go with B. Let's compromise and say
A. Okay, we'll go A.
All right.
Zero Hour loves him. Yeah.
This guy, Jar Jar Binks.
What I mean, just because Keller and Beck. Yeah. Just because he's Jar Jar Binks, I almost want to make him. He's so expensive. He is so expensive. He's A. Again, like I actually paid 8 for him in a game yesterday and didn't feel bad. And then I got murdered. And then I felt bad. But before that, it was great. I like him. He's A.
You think A? See, I was thinking B, but we've got a lot of people in B.
Yeah. He's better than some of the people in B.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm starting to see how this is shaking up. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you have a little bit of a more generous curve than me. Where's Kel Naka at? He's other new Jedi Wookiee.
See, because I like that he's communing without being in communing.
Okay. Then we've got is that Kiadi Mundi?
That is Kiadi Mundi. And he's a D. He might be an E. That's how bad he is.
All right. Kit Fisto.
B?
B. Okay, I'll give him B. I was gonna say I like playing him. He doesn't.
I do too. A home, but I like playing him.
All right, Luke Skywalker, Jedi. Luke Skywalker. He's obviously a D, right? Basically, completely unplayable.
Yeah. Like nothing that you like. The destiny is terrible. He doesn't do anything. Yeah, that's obviously the saga is. He's definitely S class.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I'm liking the way this is shaping up. All right, Mace Windu. So this is interesting. I mean he's more playable than most of our Bs. Or is he?
No, he's an A because I mean double swinging Mace is clutch.
He's just got the raw power.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus he makes the Fets mad. So
is Qui-Gon S or A?
Qui-Gon is S class.
Okay. All right, and Yoda is obviously S.
Yoda's obviously S.
Yeah, that S rank feels pretty good.
Yep.
Plo
Koon.
And Plo Koon, yeah. It's bad when it takes me a second to remember the character's name. Is that a C or a D? Does he see
That's
any
a
play?
C. No, he does. He does in like WAP. He's a C. He's fine.
All right.
He's fine, but not good.
Quinlan Voss, our brand new Jedi survivor. Probably B. I mean, you're going to play him in Jedi Survivor, and Jedi Survivor is like the new hotness. So I think he's probably a B at least, unless he's
I think he's a B because I like that. I like him, but don't love him. I don't know. He's a B.
And then finally we have Rey, all of the Jedi.
I mean, we could have just done her because she's the entire list.
Yeah, she is the entire list. The only thing is, I think that she has the same issue as Anakin, where there are the non-Jedi versions are really, really good.
Are almost better than her.
Yeah, I think they are better than her in most situations. So I think that knocks her down to A. Otherwise,
I do too.
S.
Right.
All right. Well, there we've got at S tier, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, Luke, Qui-Gon, Yoda. At A tier, Anakin, Kanan, Jar Jar Binks, Mace Windu, and Rey. At B, we've got Ayla Secura, Corran, Avar Chris. Who is that? Kit Fisto, Quinlan Voss. At C, we've got Kelnaka and Plo Koon. And at D, we've got Deepa Balaba and Kiadi Mundi.
Kiadi Mundi is an E. Is E. He's E. the worst of the Jedi.
He doesn't even go on the list. I can't.
He doesn't even go on. He's so far off the list. He's out of here.
Yeah, I don't know how to make an E, but we'll keep that in mind. All right. So we'll go ahead and wrap things up with the card of the episode, which has disappeared again on me.
Found someone you have? Is that the card? Is found someone you have the card because it's been missing?
No, this card is the card that Carl told me that he needs some copies of, so I decided to make it card of the episode. Jedi Mind Trick. So yeah, that's the card of the episode. This has been the CorranCast Variety Hour featuring Corran and Batmouse. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully this is watchable. Until next time, good luck, have fun, and no reverts. All right. Thanks for doing this. Yeah, I know that ran kind of.
It's fine. It's good.
Well,
I mean, there were just a lot of setup stuff, so it's completely understandable.
Yeah,
I had